So, Rayne, you said you're beat to death. Well, I feel bad for the carrot because
Uh,
I don't care at all or something.
let us move on, okay?
I will let us move on with the cabbage. I want to. Do
Right.
you know what happens when a microscope crashes into a telescope?
No, I don't. What
They
happens?
kaleidoscope.
That's actually pretty good.
So now,
I thought it was gonna be dumb.
now we
It
can
was
start
really
the
good.
show. Now we can start the show.
Welcome to another episode of Barely Furcasting featuring Taebyn. Barely is off to an undisclosed location doing undisclosed things. Maybe scoping out the best hibernation spots? Who knows? Anyway, I'm Rayne Raccoon, sitting in the bear's chair for tonight's recording. With me, as always, is the fluffy pup whose fluff is always the fluffiest. Taebyn,
Hi, Fluff.
how the heck are you?
I'm crazy. I'm good. I am colliding with lots of scoping, and that's exciting. Which
You
means I
you
guess my
are.
puppy breath is better now because I've had the scope. I
So the
don't know
scope,
yet.
yes,
Good,
scope
good.
does wonders for puppy breath.
Apparently.
Minty
Uh,
fresh.
So I'm doing great. I'm
uh,
doing great.
yeah,
How
yeah.
are you,
And
Rain?
also with us, I am doing also very good. I'm very tired. I just got back from Sacramento last night, and I've got to drive all the way to Eastern Oregon
And
tomorrow.
boy, are your
For
arms
flap,
tired.
flap.
Yes, they actually are. I've been working like crazy. I've been working like a dog. So you know how
Wow.
tired I am,
That's
Taven.
craziness. Crossbreeding for the raccoon there.
Yes. Yes. So also with us tonight is TikTok and Cheetaro. How are you, fine furs, tonight?
I am great, but I've been busier than a moth at the Pendleton factory. Or
Okay.
Woolrich.
That's
Yeah,
pretty busy.
yeah. Or for the East Coast furs, the Woolrich factory.
Ah, okay, okay.
I'm actually doing okay myself. I feel a little drained today, and maybe that is because I got a little wet this morning. I don't know.
Ah, okay.
Ha, ha,
Wah,
ha,
wah,
ha.
wah. So,
I don't think I
well,
want
we'll
to
hear.
even like. I'm just not. I'm just not.
Not. Anyways, great. We'll hear more from TikTok and Cheetaro in a little while. For now, let's get the show going. Taben, I hear you have a challenge for our furs.
I do.
Ah,
So when I was making my notes for tonight's recording, I came across a note referring to things in season 3, and I don't think I ever did it. I haven't. I had a note to put a
Referring?
referring. I did.
Okay.
I had. Oh my cow. To ask in the BFFT chat a question, and I thought, well, I never did that, so I'll just ask it on the show. And so
Okay.
this is, of course, for you, TikTok, and Cheetaro, and you,
Yes.
Rayne, and every fur out there to
Right.
respond to this. And the question is, what do you think about the very stupid season 3, episode 25 and season 3, episode 31? I think it's referring to some really stupid jokes I told or something. So I'm not sure
Okay.
what it's referring to. But so the challenge is for you first to listen to one or both of those episodes and write into the Telegram chat or on the website. You can leave a message or write an email or something and tell us what you thought about the
Yeah.
very stupid
Actually,
jokes.
please listen to both of them. We could use the play counts.
It's
So,
true. And I
yeah,
have.
yeah. Don't do it halfway, furs. Be a full on BFFT fan and listen to both episodes and try and figure out what Taben is talking about.
I think it is referring to my jokes. And that actually reminds me, you skipped some things I was going to say. So there's that. And
Okay.
one of the things I have to say refers to what you were just saying about we need more downloads. So first of all,
Yes.
time for Jesse for a walk. That does not have to
Yes.
do with the downloads. How you should
Right.
do about
How you should do
English.
about
Yes,
English. Yes.
that does not have to do with the downloads. I'll get to that in a second. I need to plug for A&W Film Festival and Get Out the Float.
Right.
So all you furs probably know about A&W on through Northwest in Seattle in January. And so that's coming up. I'm organizing once again the film festival. So I'm, soliciting for all you filmmakers out there, submit a film. It doesn't have to be a new one. It can be an old one that you really like or something that you've created. Please submit it. We are looking for fun or emotional or great films that bring out the best in the fandom or just have a really great message or those sorts of things. So please submit it.
And Taebyn, are there any length requirements for these films?
There are. Thank you. That's a good question. They should be at most 6 minutes, including the credits. And
Okay.
usually people don't have too much trouble doing that or editing things down.
Okay.
If you go to the NW website, that's nw.com, and up in the little corner, there's the application for film festival. If you go in there, there's all the a list of all the requirements and everything.
And some cute pictures of Taebyn all wrapped up in film and stuff.
There are new pictures that have come. We've redesigned, revamped the whole film festival, and there's an actual web page for the film festival now instead of
Yes.
just going to a form. So even if you're not going to submit a film, just go and take a look at the web page
Yeah.
because it's
I
fun.
worked very hard on taking those photos and editing those
You
photos.
did.
So I would like a lot of furs to go see them. They are very cute.
Yes. So yes,
They are so cute.
credit to Rayne for putting up with me for like an afternoon and doing all that.
Oh, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was good. It all turned out well. So all you first, please do that, and we'd love to see the what kind of wonderful films you have to submit for us. Also at A&W, we haven't had in several years, but we're going to have again Munchkin's Traveling Circus. It's a variety show acts. It'll be Thursday night,
Sweet.
so you can also submit for some variety show acts there. And we'd love to have you apply and see what you've got. Also, as I mentioned, got a plug for Get Out the Float in Seaside, Oregon. All of us, TickTock, Cheetaro, Barely, Rayne, we'll all be there doing lots of stuff. So, and that's in February. You can go to getoutthefloat.com and register and do stuff and come in and hang out. It's a great fun time. It's a nice, really small con.
Yes.
So I'm also organizing I'm the event lead for the thing. So I'm also shouting out to please go ahead and submit for panel. This is like the Taebyn is trying to get first to do things episode. If you've ever wanted to run a panel or had an idea for a panel or something, but been too shy or too scared or something, this is a great, literally, I know people say that, but this is a great place to do it because it's very small con.
Yes.
Very, just like any con, everyone's all supportive, but this is a very small con. And so a really great place to start out.
This was where TickTock did his first panel.
That's right. TickTock. You did Fursuiting 101 a few years ago, I think, for the first time.
Last year.
Yeah.
And then you did it again because of that. You loved it so much. You did it again at A&W, I think, this year, didn't you?
No, he did it at
Furlandia. Yeah, that's right. I knew you did it somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was a packed room. I couldn't even get in. Ziggy and I tried to get in, and we could not get in. We stood at the door and waved and just left because we could not get in, and we were told to move along.
Yeah. So, so there's already some great panels going to be at Get Out the Float, and of course A&W. So all you first come get out, and we'll see you there, I guess. So now finally to my download reference thing. Well, to your downloads reference thing. Fun fact I found out today: we only need 15,871 more downloads of the show to get our next quote unquote podcast downloads achievement on Squadcast. Only 15,871.
So if all of you furs download this, all of you fur listening, download this 15,000. What? How many?
15,871.
871. So if all of you fur download this 15,871 times, we'll be in the next tier. So to our one listener,
and that
get to download,
and that means we won't have any more tiers because we're happy about
and we will be tier free because we're using Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo.
That's a perfect segue into our next segment.
Which is things you don't understand.
Which is things I don't understand, yes. One of which is why don't they have tears from their shampoo? But also, speaking of downloads from the show, as of today, the show has had 3 downloads in the past 5 episodes from Oceania. So
Oh,
like
okay.
those little islands out there. And so
Wow.
what I don't understand is who's listening to us in Oceania?
I don't know, but I thank them very much for listening.
Yes, thank you very much for listening. And so I, of course, have to say, if you are listening in Oceania, then either join the BFFT chat if you're not there already, or send a
Please.
message via the website or something, and say hi to us from Oceania. We'd love to hear from you.
We would. We definitely would.
And there's the second
What's the other
the
thing?
second thing I don't understand this week is I don't understand why the previous episode was titled Cowbells.
That would be a barely thing. I am not sure why
I don't-
either. I remember somebody said we needed more cowbell,
I gotta have more cowbell.
and so I think that's why he named it Cowbells.
In reference to the Saturday Night Live skit. Okay, well I
Right,
think
right.
I'll move this over and keep it as one of my doesn't understand for next week when Barely's here, and then we'll find out the truth to the matter.
Yes, things Taebyn still doesn't understand.
Yes.
Is that all you don't understand for this time?
There is so many things I don't understand, but I think we'll just leave it at that for this week because we have so much more to do, and we don't want to hear about what I don't understand for the rest of the
Right.
show.
What we do want to hear about is hear Bear roar.
We do. I'm going to keep talking.
Keep talking, Taebyn.
I'm having flashbacks to when I was on the show a few episodes ago, and like and now Taebyn's going to talk about this, and now.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, so any of you first have been listening to the last few episodes, I've been doing, except for last week, of course, the Hear Bear Roar book, where I would do, there's a whole bunch of animal sounds, and I've been doing 3 each week. So last time I was on the show, we did owl, seagull, and bat.
Yes.
And so I'll do the next 3 now, and I'll do the thing that I've been doing. I'll try and play the actual sounds from the book, and then
Right.
I'll try and replicate the sounds.
Yeah. For our listeners, we can't hear this because for some reason Squadcast mutes anything that it doesn't think is human voice. And so we can't hear it, and we just get to hear what Taebyn thinks it sounds
And-
like. And then
yeah.
when we do the recording, apparently it does actually show up on the recording.
So we don't actually know how actual close I am until we actually hear the recording later.
Right. Till I edit it later, we won't know how close you
But
were.
all you first get to hear write in and let us know how far away my impression
Yeah.
of the actual sound is.
How good is Taebyn at impersonating other animals?
And so the first animal this week is a spider.
Spooters don't make sounds.
Well, I'm excited. I have not actually tried out to hear what the sound is ahead of time, so I will also be excited to hear what they sound like.
Okay.
And the thing that the book says is the spider span, but it doesn't span. The spider spins a sticky web, and it goes like this. Oh, it's not pushing. Why isn't it pushing? I didn't push the right button. Okay, right now. Okay, now I try.
Oh, actually, we heard it.
You heard it this time. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'll do it again, and then I'll try my thing at it. Okay. So it goes spider.
That's pretty close.
I like Taebyn's spider sound.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what Spider-Man sounds like. He sounds like thwip thwip, but that didn't sound like Spider-Man,
No, it
so
didn't.
it must have been a Spider Girl.
I like your version better, Taebyn.
Okay. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Let's go with that. My version's better.
The
Okay.
book version was kind of scary.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree.
Not gonna lie.
We are approaching Halloween in a month, so
Yes.
maybe we're getting ready for that.
Almost spooky season.
The next animal is woodpecker, and the book says the woodpecker hammers to find food. So I can just foreshadow, but let's hear it. Okay. No, so
I was gonna say that's what a woodpecker sounds
it
like.
is, so that's the real woodpecker. But in order to imitate what the book thinks it is, it goes woodpecker. My book's all wet now.
My poor Mike.
Okay, so moving right along.
Moving right along.
To the monkey, and the book says the monkey swings from a branch. Monkey. That's
pretty close.
That's more like
That
a
was pretty close.
troubled donkey sitting on a cat or something. I don't know. Wait.
A little bit.
So those
There's an
It was the closest I think you've done to any of
True.
them.
Okay, good. So I'm getting better.
Yeah.
So that
very
would
good.
be the Here Bear Roar for this week.
Yay!
Yay.
Okay. Bop, bop, bop.
Bop bop. Oh my gosh.
Or are we
Taebyn,
supposed to go, hey?
Oh, look, I have another thing to say here.
yes, you do. You're going to calm us down after that exciting Here Bear Roar with some formations.
For any of you first that have been listening, for a while now we've been doing this, or I've been doing this affirmations thing, and it started with cat formations and everything.
Mhm.
And now we're on to Rayne graciously bought me the book of The Trashy Raccoon's Guide to an Amazing Life, a journal full of affirmations, inspiration, and ways to live life to the fullest. Ah, woo.
Oh,
I don't know what that is. What's
That was a raccoon chittering.
Are you
Baby
sure?
raccoon
Are you
chittering.
absolutely sure that's what that
I
is?
am absolutely sure. I'm a raccoon. I speak raccoon, okay?
It's true. It's true.
That was a baby raccoon telling you he can't wait to hear your formations.
I am going to have to learn to pronounce that so that I can speak raccoon and say that on the next show or something. I think.
Yeah, it's really difficult, but
is.
learn how to pronounce the words right, and you'll get it.
Make sure. So remind me, and I'll work on it. And then the next episode, I will do that. And then remind me what it means too, because I won't remember what it means.
Okay.
So we are on intellectual wellness affirmations. Last
Yes, we
time,
are.
yes, and last time I read, there's 15 of them, and the last time I read the first 7.5. So I'll continue with the last half of number 7, and then read through the rest of them. So the last half of number 7 is on finishing a task.
Yes. Ah, woo.
Oh, woo. So number 8, new intellectual challenges excite me.
Oh.
Ah, woo.
I hear TickTock back there. Just... So we're all about fresh breath this week apparently, because now we've got TickTock and we had Scope and then Listerine going to come on the show later. We're all minty.
BFFT is the home of minty freshness.
Woo.
Ah, woo.
Number 9, opportunities to learn new things are always presenting themselves to me.
Ah,
We did a good job doing that at the same time. See? New things. We did it. I know when to ask questions. Ooh. Okay. I know when to be dumb, and I can't. I don't know if it's a matter of knowing when to. It just kind of happens, and in my case,
yeah.
Number 11, or numero 11, as they would say in Spanish.
It's not what they say.
Oh, it's not what they say.
No.
Okay, I must be thinking
No.
about Swahili. I mix those languages up all the time.
Yeah.
I create thoughtful and in-depth questions. My mind is naturally inquisitive. Woo. That one was kind of in a round. Like Rayne started, then Cheetaro came in, and then TickTock, and then I kind of finished this off or something.
Yeah.
I am supported in my intellectual journey. Then woo. Okay, that's good. We got it. It's like a wave of woo.
Yeah.
I create new ideas and solutions. Woo. Okay. And number 15, I am open to processing new and exciting information. Woo, indeed. And those are the intellectual wellness affirmations for this week. Next week we will start. That is not fun.
I
Okay.
couldn't help
Okay.
it.
So next time we'll start the next page of This Is Your Life or something. I don't know. Okay. Okay. So
The Trashy Raccoon's
the
Guide
Trashy
to
Raccoon's Guide to how to
Make Taebyn Crack
make.
Up.
Oh my cow. Okay. So moving right along, what's happening next?
Next we have the past today, something that's not specifically Taebyn.
Yay! Every first say yay.
Yay!
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 For my past today, I have to tell you that Taebyn and I finally did it. Not that. Not stop, all you gutter furs. Stop. No, we didn't do that. We finally got around to recording our VR Demio thing.
We did.
So it was really cool.
It was cool. So all
Yes.
you first,
We had so much fun.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I guess I'm gonna talk now, and because what else do I do? All you first out there know that that's all I do is I just talk.
Yes.
Yeah. So a long time ago, we talked on the show about this VR game in the Quest called Demeo, Demeo. Very, very cool game. It's a tabletop D&D board game. You're in a basement, and it's the whole VR thing, and it's very, very cool. And a long time ago, Rayne got it too, and we said, hey, we should play some Demeo and put it on my YouTube or something. And we've been saying that forever, and so we finally did it, and it was a lot of fun. And we I won't spoiler. You'll just have to go see the video. Go to my YouTube and find the video on Demeo and see how Rayne and I did in attempting to battle all the bad monsters. But Demeo is a very cool game. Very great graphics.
It is very. It is
cool.
not easy though. It is not easy. So,
but
it's not one of those VR games that's just like a walk in the park. It really does take some skill.
It does. You actually really have to have a D&D mindset and know how cards work and how things work. So it's really cool and really fun, but don't expect to just win right away or something.
Yeah, read the cards, by the way, because some raccoon didn't read the card about using the freezing spell
and then froze me. Yes.
I froze myself too. I ended up killing us both.
Froze us both. It's true. So you got to read them anyway. So all you first go watch the video and let us know what you think.
It was a lot of fun.
Write some comments, and we'll be doing more of it too as time goes on. But write some comments.
I don't think we're ever gonna beat Wolf and VR's views, but
no.
We're gonna have fun.
We'll have fun doing it. Yeah.
Yes.
So we did that. That was a past today. It was a long time coming past today.
Past today, yes. Yeah. That's the first time I've had a past today in ages, though, so I had to do it.
It's true. We had to do something.
Right. So, Taebyn, what past today do you have?
I guess the only one I have is pretty much what you just said. I don't have anything else. So, double shout out to us on that, I guess.
Yeah. Damn, we're cool. TickTock, any past today for you?
I do not.
Okay. And Cheetaro, any past today for you?
Well, as some of you furs might know, I actually volunteer at the Oregon Zoo, and I've been doing that for the past 10 years. Yay me.
Yay you.
Yeah, and so, all this time that I have been doing Halloween decorations for the animals to destroy, I had never, ever made a skeleton until now. I actually made a 6-foot tall skeleton out of cardboard. It was rather interesting.
And has it been demolished yet? Or no, you don't put it out until Halloween, I assume.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. So all you furs that are listening to this will have plenty of time to go to the Oregon Zoo and see it's either the cheetah, go me. I mean, well, not me specifically, but or
your
my species, yes. Or it's going to be a rhino. One or the other is going to be destroying the skeleton. So
Cheetaro, challenge for you: make sure you get it videoed, and we can put it on the website. And if nothing else, I can put it on my YouTube or something. So get a video.
Definitely.
That'd be fun.
I'll try my best, of course, but they always do these things early in the morning, and you know what they say about cats, that they nap a lot. Well,
they like to nap a lot. Yeah.
I'm nocturnal, so I'm not usually up at really early in the morning.
Yeah, this pup. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Taebyn doesn't get up until the crack of noon.
That sounds
if he's left
familiar.
to his own
If we're
devices.
lucky, yeah.
Yes.
And that's usually only if I have a panel to do or something. So
Or like we're gonna do something on the weekend, actually,
Yeah.
like a photo shoot.
Yeah. Well, I'll do my best. I'll do my best. As a matter of fact, I know the keepers in Africa. I'll probably message one of them and say, please send a picture of the cheetah/rhino or Cheetino.
Ooh, yeah,
Or
put them both in the same
Rhine
pen together.
Yeah.
that might
that would
not
probably
end
be
well,
bad.
actually. So.
No, never mind.
No.
I keep forgetting real animals are not furries. They don't get along together so well.
No, that's totally true, unfortunately.
Yeah, darn
You know.
it.
Well, and
Darn it.
Strike at the zoo is very old too. He's like 13.
Oh, is that the cheetah at the zoo?
Yes, of course I have to know the name of the
Yeah.
cheetah at the
Of
zoo. You
course
know,
you do.
we're like brethren.
That's an old kitty. 13 is
It
like
is
the old.
it is an old kitty. But in the wild, a cheetah would only live to be about somewhere between 8 to 10.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
he's
Yeah.
actually a very aged
Yeah.
kitty.
They get really good health care at the zoo.
Yes.
Well,
And the Oregon Zoo is a really good zoo. I have to say, I've
Yeah.
been to a lot of zoos, and the Oregon Zoo is pretty well taken care of. The animals are all seem to be very happy. They do a lot of stuff to enrich their lives. It's really a good zoo.
I agree.
On the lifeline thing, it's kind of like how bunnies like if they're not if they're domesticated, a bunny can live like 10, 11 years or 12 even. But
Yeah,
if in the wild, I think their maximum lifespan is 2 years or something like that. So I think it's probably the same idea.
Yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
right.
Yes, TickTock.
Absolutely.
TickTock just did a little. I don't even know what that's called, but he just did a little thing that was an angry bunny or something. I don't know.
No, it got eaten.
Oh no!
Aw.
Oh no!
Hey, that's what happens.
Naughty. That's so naughty.
Not my furry bunny.
No.
Oh, poor Bun. Oh, okay. So that is all of our past 2 days. And Taebyn, I believe you have some Muppet Mad Libs to try out on the three of
I
us.
do. So, you first, the last time I was on the show, a few episodes ago, I did a Muppet Mad Lib, and I'm just going to go do the next one that's in the book. And this one, well,
Hey.
no, I don't even tell you what it's titled.
Don't
yet.
tell us
I
what it
can't
is.
even-
Don't tell us what it is, because if you do that, then it'll
It
ruin
does
it for
ruin
everybody.
and even your brains will
'cause we'll
start
know
trying
what
to think. Yes,
Right. We'll start trying
Don't
to
try and
make the
think.
story good. And
Yeah,
Don't try
so
and think.
that's
That's bad.
It's like
it's better
la
if you
la
don't.
la 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 la.
Yeah.
But we'll just
Yes.
say this Muppet Mad Lib is called Dracula's Haunted House in Venezuela. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll start with you, Rayne. I need an
Yes.
adjective.
See, an adjective is a
Descriptive word.
So, let me say splendiferous.
Splendiferous.
Yes.
Or
That's a very descriptive word for
That's a
something that's
$10
nice.
word.
that's
Yeah.
It describes itself. It's true. Cheetaro, I guess I'll go counterclockwise here. Cheetaro, I would like a place.
Okay. How about Oceana?
There you go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Calling
Nice
back
little
to earlier
callback.
in the
There
broadcast.
you go.
Yeah.
I like it. TickTock, I need a noun.
A noun. Spoon.
Spoon. That works for me.
Spoon.
Yay, spoon.
The Tick would be proud of you.
Yes. Rayne, could I get another adjective?
Scaly.
Scaly. Ooh,
Yeah.
that fits into the whole haunted house Venezuela thing.
Yeah.
Cheetaro, how about another, or no, not another because you didn't do one before, but how about a noun?
Okay. How about let's see. How about a grave site?
Grave site with a V? Grave.
Yeah.
Okay, fitting
Grave
into the
site.
Venezuelan there, I guess.
Not a gravy site, a
Grave
grave
site,
site.
yes.
That
They're
would be
totally
a
different
boat.
things.
Right.
It would be a boat, yes. TickTock, how about an adjective?
Maleficent.
Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa, my
Wow.
cow! You are
That's a-
smart.
that's a $25 word.
Yeah, it
you're a
is.
Ching,
smart
ching.
doggy.
And it was a great movie.
No,
It was.
Yes.
what does it
Yes.
even mean?
It means somebody who
Evil.
is evil. Yes. Malicious.
How do you spell it?
Maleficent. Malefecent, I believe.
Something like that.
Well, I'll just
Yeah.
spell it the way Maleficent. Yeah, okay, that's good
Yeah,
enough. That's
just
good enough.
sound it out. Yeah.
I can do it. Rayne, how about an adjective?
Yeah. And I keep getting the
You
adjectives.
keep getting the adjective. You're a
Um,
descriptive raccoon.
yes. Let's see. Trashy. Because
Well,
you said
yeah, I
descriptive
mean,
raccoon.
and that would describe you.
Yeah, that would describe me.
Cheetaro, how about an adverb?
Oh,
And an adverb to remind every fur out there, because I only slightly remember myself. An adverb is, let me look it up here. They have the little things.
an adverb is usually a word that has an ly at the
Usually
end,
has
and I
an
actually
ly.
have a perfect one because I'm a cheetah.
Quickly, that does work.
Quickly.
And officially, if any fur wants to know the official definition, it's not official, but it's an adverb tells how something is done. It modifies a verb and usually ends in ly. So it modifies a verb. We are modifying quick.
Yes.
Okay. We are learning that CEUs are learned.
Ding, ding.
Ding. TickTock, how about an adjective?
Another adjective.
Another one.
Fluffy.
Fluffy. I like it. Fluffy.
Yeah, we had scaly. Now we got fluffy.
And Rayne.
We got a whole furcon.
Like a furcon. Rayne, we need another adjective, believe it or not.
Oh, my goodness. How about dirty?
Okay. Woo. Really goes into the Venezuelan thing there.
Yeah.
And Cheetaro, a noun, please. Almost done. We only need 5 more.
Let's see. How about something? How about I know the perfect thing. Something to go Venezuelan. Llamas. A llama.
Llama. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chameleon.
Save the drama for your llama.
Right?
Llama, chameleon.
That's not how the song goes.
Oh, but it's not.
It does how it sounds. It sounds like that, though.
TickTock. How about another adjective? Oh my cow.
Another adjective. Smelly.
Ooh.
Dirty and smelly.
Ooh.
Musky husky, is that the?
Yeah, how about musky?
And then Rayne, speaking of musky husky, I need.
Yes.
I didn't. I need a part of the body plural.
Uh-oh.
Ears.
Okay.
Ears.
Good.
Yeah, I could have gone.
It's a
lower,
very,
but
very
I'm not
musky
gonna
husky
do
thing
that,
to do.
This is a PG-13 show.
I mean, they have their llamas have their ears to the ground a lot to hear what's coming, so that's why they're dirty. I guess.
Okay.
I think it made sense in my mind. Okay, so Cheetaro, how about an adverb?
Another one. Okay. How about vibrantly?
Ooh, nice.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's a $20 word right there.
Vibrantly.
Thank you.
And the last one, TickTock, I need of course, another adjective.
Another adjective. Circular.
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 Okay. So I tricked you. It's not called whatever I said it's called.
Halloween Venezuela Dracula
thing,
Vampire
yes.
House or something like that. Yeah.
It's actually called Kermit the Frog and Fozzie Bear's Road Trip.
Oh, okay. Well, they
could end up in a haunted house. They could. We'll see how it goes. So
I'm on the edge of my seat, Taebyn.
You are.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Then
he's got worms on his tongue.
And
bated
and
breath.
my cow is a moo. So let's hear the story of Kermit the Frog and Fozzie Bear's road trip. Long ago, Kermit the Frog lived in a splendiferous swamp not far from Oceania. He sang songs, ate flies, and played music on his spoon. He's very talented, little froggy.
I thought he played a banjo, but okay.
No, they've been lying to us all these years. One day, a big fancy agent came to the swamp and told Kermit he would make a great star. So Kermit hopped onto his bicycle and rode off in search of adventure. Moving right along, the frog wandered into the El Sleazo Cafe, the, the most scaly, meanest, and vilest gravesite hole in the face of the earth. Well, there you go. I mean,
There you go.
on stage. Here we go. On stage of this sleazy cafe was Fozzie the Bear, who was doing his maleficent
Waka waka.
routine.
Ooh.
Ooh.
With,
Wow.
His routines are usually pretty
they
maleficent.
are. With Kermit's help, Fozzie escaped the trashy crowd, and the two took off quickly. Fozzie's fluffy Studebaker, Kermit, and Fozzie became dirty friends and decided it was Hollywood
Ooh,
or
they
llama.
became dirty friends.
Okay,
Ooh.
I have to read all that again because that's a lot to take in.
That is, yes.
With Kermit's help, Fozzie escaped the trashy crowd, and the two took off quickly in Fozzie's fluffy Studebaker. Kermit and Fozzie became dirty friends and decided it was Hollywood or llama.
Okay.
Okay. Along the way, they got lost, crashed, and were chased by a smelly restaurant owner who wanted Kermit to be in commercials for his specially crispy frog ears. Oh no, for his specialty, crispy frog ears. Okay. But they also made friends that would last a lifetime, and they all lived vibrantly ever after in Hollywood, at least until the next circular Muppet adventure. The end. Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm thinking that restaurant owner, frog ears. I mean, frogs have very tiny ears.
That's
I don't. He's not going for the right animal there. I think.
No, I think he's not going for the right body part for frog.
yeah, it's frog legs.
Yeah.
At least it would be
Legs are supposed. Yeah,
At least it would be bite-sized.
they would be
They
less
would.
than
They would be
bite-sized.
froggy bite
They
size.
would be like drop size, basically. They're tiny.
So you'd need about 12 of them to fill yourself up, at least for one chewing.
At least for one
Right.
chewing. Yes. Okay, this
Right.
is getting a little morbid, but okay, that's good. That's good.
All right, yeah, let's not talk about eating.
Although I guess
relatives.
you didn't specify if the frog was alive or not. So I don't know. It might or might not be morbid. I don't know.
Mm.
Does that
Yeah.
make it Vincent Van Frog?
Only if it's just one ear.
I don't think we should go that way.
I don't think we should Van Gogh that way. All right, moving on.
Oh my cow.
It's time for media. All right. So Taebyn, as I said earlier, Taebyn and I finally got around to playing Demio together on Quest, and monsters are really tough to beat. Go check out the video on Taebyn's YouTube channel to see for yourself how Raccoon and a pup fared against the deadly monsters of the Black Sarcophagus.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Other than that, I've been too busy to really get much media in lately, what with Salem Pride, editing, traveling for work, and more editing and more traveling for work. So,
And your arms
I
are
have not-
still tired.
yes. Oh my gosh, they're so tired.
It's like they're made
Raccoons
of
are
rubber.
meant
They're
to
so
fly.
tired.
Yes.
Because
Right.
rubber tires are made of rubber. Okay, you
Yeah.
got that. It was dumb.
Yes.
I did it. We can move along now.
Yes. So, TikTok, what is your media obsession for the last couple weeks?
well, let's see. Got some bad airplanes in, and kind of like Taebyn, how he calls the what's it? It's a balloons. Is that the name of the game?
Yeah,
And he
Balloons,
refers to it as monkeys go
Yes.
pop.
Monkeys go pop. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Go pop, yeah.
so airline disasters are referred to as bad airplanes. So,
Okay.
Nice.
so got some of those in. Also, the last couple episodes of the Rings of Power. I
Oh, cool.
recently
How's
heard.
that going?
Oh, it's good. Yeah, no, it's really cool. It's slow, but it's definitely worth it.
It's still story
right.
setting
Yes, yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, it moves along at its pace.
at its own rate. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
But I recently heard an amusing review of Rings of Power on NPR, and one thing the reviewer pointed out was how the rings in Lord of the Rings were nice and sleek and tasteful, but
Right.
Yeah.
the Rings of Power rings are like really gaudy. And once you
Oh.
see, once you
Oh.
like, you're like, wait, look at these things.
It's like you have to wear sunglasses to look at it, even though it's on the TV.
Oh,
Well,
they must have went to Jared.
You mean the subway guy? Why would they go to him?
No.
Like,
No,
what does
the
he know
jewelry
about
guy.
like rings and?
The jewelry guy. No, we don't talk about Jared.
No, that would be
because
bad.
This is a PG-13 podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I don't know what's happening.
No, nobody does. But they do have
No.
these oversized gemstones that make one think of like ring pops.
Oh,
And so
Yummy.
basically
yeah.
I can't like unsee the image of like, King Durin sucking on his ring.
I'm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. We'll leave it at that.
Yes.
yes.
Wow.
Let's leave it
Wow.
at that.
Wow.
Cheetaro, what about you? What have you been binging media-wise over the last couple weeks?
Well, I haven't been binging any series, but I did recently watch this very interesting movie. It's called Vampires Suck, how appropriate for Halloween coming up,
Yeah.
But it's kind of one of those wonderful spoof movies.
Nice.
And this is a spoof, as funny as it's going to sound, the spoof on the Twilight movies.
Oh, okay.
That sounds fun.
Because they
was.
were pretty much a spoof themselves.
Yeah, well, it was very interesting because the guy that
vampires and everything
plays the guy that plays Jacob looks exactly like the guy that played Jacob in Twilight. Yeah.
Taylor Lautner.
Yeah, and so he's like, they've got him all decked out in dog fur and a dog tail and stuff while he's like sitting there, and it's rather interesting. It's worth as much as it is only, I rated it like a 4 out of 10 personally on the IMDb scale, but it's got an overall of like 2.6 or something like that on IMDb. So it's an extremely horrible bad B movie.
What's this called again?
If you're a furry, though, it's worth it for the dog.
Absolutely. It's called Vampires Suck.
Okay.
Yeah,
I am so excited to check this out.
Yeah, it's a
actually,
cool
I think
movie.
I've heard of this. Is this an older thing?
It happened like maybe 10 years ago ish.
Yeah, when the Twinkly Vampire movie was actually popular.
Yeah. I mean, there's this one scene where he's revealing his sparkly self, and he's standing there naked, and he's got a disco ball, well, appropriately placed so you can't see anything. It was rather hilarious. So
yeah, well, the only time when what's his? Gosh, I'm forgetting his name now.
Taylor Lautner?
The sparkly vampire dude.
Edward.
Edward, whatever his name is. Yeah,
Edward's real name. The actor that played him.
Robert something. I want to say
Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. Yeah.
Yes, the only time he became a truly scary, vampire-esque character is when he played the Batman.
That is true.
I didn't even know he did that.
He redeemed himself and all vampires by playing the Batman.
So he all of a sudden redeemed, like, not all vampires are gay.
Right. Well, I mean, sparkly.
Yeah.
And gay. Well, all vampires are pretty gay.
I mean, come on.
Look at Interview with a Vampire back in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't that like Tom Cruise?
Yes.
Yeah, with that gay guy, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt.
He's closeted. Yeah.
I'm all of a sudden having having flashes to the South Park episode where like Tom Cruise is all in the closet and everything. Yeah, that's funny. Good.
There's a reason that Trey and Matt did that.
There is a reason Trey and Matt did.
Everything they did was based on the news of the day.
Yeah.
Well, they're such geniuses. Oh my cow.
They are. Yes.
They are.
Okay. So is that it?
Yeah, that's about it. Other than playing video games, but I haven't really been playing. Well, I play the same games, but I just recently started playing this one game called Tunic, and it's basically you're this. Yeah, it's only Tunic.
It's not 3 Bob. It's Tunic.
Yeah, exactly.
You stole my joke.
But it's a cute little game where it's an adventure game where you start out with nothing and you have to find a stick, and then you beat things with a stick, and then you find a sword, and then
like a Minecraft type thing.
Yeah. But the interesting part is that your main character is a fox.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm writing this down. I want to look into it.
So he's a bottom. That's what you're saying.
I'm going to say no comment, for I might incriminate myself. No.
Okay. All right.
In any case, I'll check that game out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Tunic.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
sounds
playing
just
it on
like that.
Xbox. I'm
Oh,
playing it
okay.
on Xbox, so I don't know if you have Xbox, but it might be
You
on
can play it if you
PlayStation
get
too.
Microsoft. If you get Microsoft's Game Pass, you can play it on any Windows PC.
Oh, that's true.
Good.
That's
Yes.
good. Yeah. So that's all for me.
Okay. And Taebyn,
Well-
what about you?
Well, it's been a while,
hole in the
so
ground.
I'll try and make this fast, but no promises. But you know how I am, so you're not surprised when we're still sitting here tomorrow morning recording the show.
Not at all.
So I've been watching South Park for lunchies, and little fact for all you furs that like South Park, I found out that, there's this whole thing about, well, I don't know if whole thing's the thing, but, they're not coming out with new seasons very often and everything, and so people are wondering and all that stuff. And of course, one of the big reasons they haven't had, say the next season will be 27, which they will have. And of course, a big reason why it hasn't been released yet, or they haven't done anything, is because they had the big, huge South Park game or whatever. But I saw an interview recently, and it sounds like season 27 very possibly won't be released until 2025. So there's a good chance we're just going to be waiting around watching the same old episodes over and over again.
It's a good thing that there's a large back catalog.
It is, because I have a lot to sift through, so that's good.
Yeah.
I finished season 7 of Young Sheldon and talked about that last time I was on the show, that's the last season and the end and everything. And Barely had said, because I was only like halfway through the season last time I was on the show, and Barely said that it was wrapped up really well. And it did. I agree. It was just, they did such a good job of tying everything together, and they just did a really good job. The last 3 episodes of the season, I cried my little puppy eyes out. Oh my cow. It was Sense a Pup, but it was done really well and really great. Overall, it's just a really good show. Really wonderful how they ended. It's just really great.
The 2 shows have been really well done.
Oh, yes.
As far as emotionally tying you into the characters.
I mean, the amount. It's almost like when you go to the best steakhouse you can imagine and ask for your meal to be well done. I mean, that's what you get.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. So we watched that.
Charcoal.
We also watched a movie called Unthinkable from 2010 with Samuel L. Jackson. Have any of you heard of this movie before?
No. Does he talk about snakes on mother planes?
He doesn't. This was 2010.
Okay.
When did Snakes on a Plane come out?
I
don't either.
I never watched it.
I never did either.
All I know is the line, "I'm tired of these snakes on mother plane."
He does a good job of the glottal stops that you just did. When we watched it was on August 31st of this year, and this happened to be the last day that Netflix was having it on. Like, it's no more on Netflix. I don't know where you can watch it, but it's not on Netflix.
Okay.
But you should try and find it, because it was a really great movie.
Cool.
And Samuel L. Jackson was the main lead and stuff. And Samuel is the only one that could do it. I mean, he is the only one. This is one of those shows where it's the role he played was just great.
Yeah, there are certain roles that require Samuel L. Jackson.
This is definitely one of them.
Yeah, no other actor will do, and you have to have
Samuel.
Jackson.
So this was a really great movie. I thought it was great.
Excellent.
And I actually have this note here to have Rayne and Barely watch the movie before the next recording of the podcast, because we will need to discuss the ending. Oh my cow! That's what my note says.
Okay.
So,
what's the movie again?
So now Rayne, and we'll have to tell Barely too. The movie is Unthinkable, from 2010 with Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay.
So watch that, and then I'll have to go back and review and remember why I wanted to talk about it. But we'll talk about it on the show next time.
Right.
Because the ending, oh my cow, I say it, so I know it's apparently a pretty good ending. We also watched Beverly Hills Cop Axel F from 2024. Have anyone?
How was that?
Yes, it's good.
It was so, it
really is.
My notes are, it was really great, a really fun movie. I loved the retro Beverly Hills soundtrack, and Eddie Murphy was like in top great form. It was great.
He has not aged at all.
I know, right?
What is up with that?
I don't know. It's those Beverly Hills. I don't.
Yeah, it's crazy how good he looks for his age.
I mean, he's got to be like 25 or something, right?
Was like when Wesley Snipes showed up in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh yeah,
as Blade. I'm like, oh my god, he looks so freaking good. I mean, for a guy that had been in prison and
Wesley Snipes was in prison?
Yep.
Yes. Yes, he had some, I think it was tax evasion
Yes.
or
Yeah.
something similar to that.
Well, okay,
But yeah.
okay. So, okay, give me a second here. Okay, if you are like, okay, no, I can do this. Yeah, so if you are running from, okay, if you're running from office people because they are trying to hurt you, but you're running away from them, you have tax evasion because they're office people, so they're throwing.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
And
Okay.
and so that's why
no.
okay,
No.
that was not worth it. That was not
So-
worth it.
Circling back to Unthinkable,
Yes, which is what the thing I just did.
it is available to rent on Amazon for $3.59. So it is not impossible to watch.
It's not unthinkable to pay for it. That's pretty
It's
cheap.
not unthinkable to pay $4 to rent or less than $4 to rent a movie.
So that I have 3 more movies to talk about. I've been doing a lot of So
You've been watching a lot of movies.
well, it's been a month since I've been on the show. So
oh, that's
Yeah,
true. I
a lot of
keep
time.
forgetting you weren't here last time.
So we also watched a movie called You People from 2023.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Oh, you people.
Anyone seen You People?
No.
No.
So this is a movie that has
you-
David Duchovny and Eddie Murphy. Duchovny. Say it again.
Duchovny.
Duchovny. What did I say?
Duchovny.
Oh,
Yeah.
Duchovny.
Duchovny.
Oh.
Oh, he's not sick and decaffeinating all the time. No.
No, he's not
Duchovny.
decoffining all the time.
So him
Duchovny.
and Eddie Murphy, and the movie is about a Jewish guy that gets together with a black Muslim woman, and you're not surprised to hear me say that it's a fun movie with, at first, there are some racist undertones, and then eventually though, later in the movie, there's definite racist tones and cultural appropriation in terms of Jews and
no.
Muslims. So it's a fun movie. It's it's a really great movie.
Okay.
It was fun. It was fun. So another movie we watched is called How to Be Single from 2016.
Oh, I know how to do that.
Yes, but not for long. Not anymore.
Hopefully not for
Yeah.
long. Yeah, that the lawyer gets on his
Does
game,
his
gets
stuff.
our
So
stuff filed.
this was a cute and pretty good movie. It has Damon Wayans Jr., who does not play a major role, but he's important to the story. And we all know Damon Wayans Jr.
I love
so it
all
was-
of the Wayans brothers.
Yeah,
They're
see,
amazing.
exactly. So it was fun to see him in the movie.
Yeah.
The movie's about someone named Alice who jumps from relationship to relationship, and it takes until the end to find what it means to be single. I made that synopsis myself. I didn't look on IMDb or anything, so I'm proud of myself. So the movie is kind of cliche,
So
but
is
it's,
the end of the movie or the end of her life when she figures it out?
you'll have to watch it and find out.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, 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 indeed. And then you'll find out if it's dun, dun, dun for Alice. Okay. And another movie we watched is called Incoming from 2024. It's
Okay.
a comedy, and I don't have any notes about it, so I guess I didn't really think much about it.
Okay.
So that's what I've been watching. I read a little bit more in Kyle Gold's Green Fairy. I'll finish it someday. It's a great book, but who has
Yeah.
enough time, especially with all the movies I've been
Oh
watching
God,
currently?
I've got a book that I'm still reading that I haven't read in probably a month and a half.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I need to
It's the
get
same
back
thing.
to
Yeah.
because it's such a good book, and like the characters are so fantastic and so gay and so just so romantic.
Yeah,
And I need to get back to reading it.
Green Fairy's the same thing. It's a really
Yeah.
good book. It's just I haven't, I read a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
And I've been playing, as we've been talking about Demio, we played.
Right.
I've been playing a tiny bit of Bloons because, as I mentioned last time,
Yeah, monkeys
I
gotta go
started
pop.
doing the Infinito 2 thing because of the
Right.
new update and everything.
Yeah.
It's really
I
great.
need to
really
get on
fun.
that too. I have
You do,
I have not
you
gotten
do.
on that yet.
It's a really great. So I guess I'll say for any of you first that don't know, Infinito 2, INFINITODE 2. It's a tower defense game,
Yes.
and your enemies are little like squares and triangles and stuff.
Right. It's very graphically basic, but
Yeah.
it is really fun. So I watched Taebyn play a couple of rounds over at his house when we were doing some of the photo shoot stuff,
yeah.
and it is really cool.
It
It's
is really cool.
Yeah.
It's very like lots of possibilities, and they give you like
Yeah.
all this. If you really like stats and stuff, they give you all the
Oh,
stats,
yeah.
all the
It's a
numbers of
total stat
everything.
nerd's dream.
To
It
oh,
really is.
like I can't even begin to say not just
Yeah.
the monsters or how much loot you've connected
But,
or
like, the
anything.
whole
It's just
gameplay.
it's
Yeah.
like the whole thing. There is
Yeah.
you don't have to do stats, but it is all over, and
Yep.
it's
If
very
you
cool.
love stats, this game will tickle that, itch, like,
Stat
so
bone.
well. Yes.
Yep, yep. No, it's very cool, and it wasn't very expensive. I got it off Steam,
Right.
I think. So you first try it out. Also been playing a lot of Royal Match, Beat Saber, of course, Infinite Inside. Talked about
Oh, by
before.
the way, did you do the new Eminem track?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
how did you like it?
Houdini.
Yes, how did you like it?
I like it. I've
Okay.
only tried it on hard difficulty.
Right.
I'm slightly so. All you furs, this pup right here loves Beat Saber. Like
Right.
it's like
Oh,
so
that
good.
is his jam.
So, oh my cow, I love beats. And I usually, like when when I try a new track or new song, I'll usually start on what's it called, the expert, not
Right.
expert plus, but expert. And it's hit or miss. I can usually actually beat expert these days, but the Houdini, it had like a bunch of bombs and stuff, and
Yeah.
those are scary.
Yeah.
So I tried it on hard first, but it's really cool. It's really cool. I
Yeah.
will get up my nerve to try it on expert and say, oh, okay, the bombs are fine. Taebyn, the bombs are fine.
It is a good track, and the video for Houdini is hilarious. It's
Oh, I'll
so
have to
much
watch
fun.
that.
Yeah,
No.
watch the video. It's on YouTube.
Okay,
It's so
yeah.
much fun.
And so for all you first that want to see, so I'm trying to obviously get into posting some videos of Taebyn doing VR stuff.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll do some Beat Saber and post that. So keep so plug for self. Keep watching
Right.
my
Keep
YouTube
watching
channel.
Taebyn's YouTube channel. There'll be
Also,
lots of 2-player games or maybe more if we can find some more furs who want to play with us.
yeah,
And there will be also some Taebyn Beat Saber stuff.
there will.
Yes.
And also played. Is that a sound that just happened?
No, that was a car going by
Oh,
somebody's
it
house.
was adorable. Don't edit it out because I loved it. It was a beautiful sound.
And that's a dog reacting
That's-
to the car. I think it's over at Cheetaro's house.
I think so too. Not chasing the cheetah now; it's chasing the car. So good.
Right.
Everything's right. And I've also been playing. I talked about before on the show, Infinite Inside. It's a VR game.
Yes, which
really
you have
awesome.
gifted to me, and
I
I need
have.
to start playing.
You do, yes.
Yes,
So
I have loaded it on my Quest 3, but I have not gotten a chance to play it yet.
and we talked about before, and Rayne had seen Wolf and VR's videos on it, and so now you can
Yes.
really do it. So it's a really great for all you furs out there that like puzzles and stuff. There's no jump scares because this pup is
It's very
like,
puzzly.
I can't
Yes.
do horror games, but if there's no jump scares, it's not scary. It's just a really cool game. It's mixed.
Yeah, it's sort of Myst-like. It's a little bit like Myst.
It is,
Yeah.
and it's mixed reality. So there's some like real world stuff, but
Yep.
a lot of like the VR stuff. And what you're doing is you're walking around a labyrinth, and you find little 3D puzzle pieces, and then you have to put the puzzle pieces together to make a key to unlock a thing, and you do and it's just really cool. And
Yeah.
there's a really cool story that goes along with it. And so I have actually gotten through. I think there's 5 chapters and an epilogue. I've gotten through all 5 chapters, and it's a total journey. It's a really cool story, and I've started the epilogue, but I haven't finished it. Looking forward to getting to more of that. But
He's in pre-epilogue mode.
I'm in pre-epilogue mode. Epilogue is called The Workshop, so it's really cool. I really recommend it. It's not very expensive for all you furs that want to check this out.
So I watched the Wolf and VR's first video about it, and I didn't want to watch any further after that because I wanted to play it. And then
Yeah,
Taebyn gifted it to
definitely.
me, so
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna just start
I mean
playing
that
as
I
well.
think that's a good little thing what you said right there.
Yeah.
All you first, if you want to just check it out, go ahead and like maybe watch Wolf and VR's, just a little tidbit just to see what
Right,
it's
'cause
like, but
he-
don't look too
like,
much because
Yeah, if you watch his whole, he goes through the whole thing in like chapters.
Although he does not do epilogues, so but
he leaves
epilogues
that
a long
for-
way
for
away.
everybody else. Yeah, but if you want good walkthroughs, Wolf and VR is a good channel to.
But try it
to
on your
check
own
out.
first. You'll be
Yeah,
able to
try it
get
on
through
your
the
own.
first 2 or 3 chapters on your own without any. I mean, I could do the first 3 chapters on my own without any help. So
Well,
if this
that
pup can do
Wolf
it, then you can do it.
misses a lot of stuff during his walkthroughs of games.
Oh yeah.
So like there is still plenty, even if you watch his videos, there's still plenty to play afterwards.
Yeah, definitely. So very good stuff. And that concludes my media-ing for the last month.
So that brings us to our furry news, and we are going to head it over to our furry news correspondent, TikTok.
Tick,
TikTok,
tick, tick, tick.
give us some furry news.
Hey there. So, got a couple articles for this week, but also we have a very important announcement. While we try not to bring up political content on this podcast, with the upcoming election here in the United States, we strongly encourage furs living in the USA to get registered and vote. Some of you feel like your vote doesn't count, but it really does, no matter where you live. FurCons and other furry events may become more difficult to put on in some areas due to pressure from local governments. We've already seen this happen with Megaplex in Florida, where they can no
Yeah.
longer allow attendees younger than 18. The future of the furry fandom is at stake. We want to be able to gather without threats or actual violence against us for fursuiting in public, attending a FurCon, or just simply being honest about our lives in the fandom. So, first, just please get out and vote, really. If you're not registered to vote, get registered. And if you have
Yeah.
the time and you can, consider volunteering. Politics, sometimes is not too much fun, but furry is always fun. So let's keep the fun in furry.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
anywho,
I agree.
yes,
And,
yes.
and if the orange one wins, then Raccoon has to move to Chile. So that's
We
going
don't
to
want
make
that to
recording
happen.
so much more difficult.
And then who's
And then
going to help me with all my technological
right,
issues?
Yes.
yeah, like so you gotta do this for Taebyn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really, this all comes down to make sure to vote for me and also for me. So there you
Right.
go.
I would vote for Taebyn for president.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That could be scary. That could be a little
that
scary.
would be scary, but fun.
True.
There would be an increase in FurCon, so
True,
True.
like a
Mandatory.
rapid increase.
Mandatory.
Mandatory fur cons for everyone.
yes,
Uh,
I will pay for every fur to go to a FurCon 6 times a year.
sweet.
Awesome.
Anywho, for the fun stuff, the tabloids across the pond have been at it again.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Kitty cow.
Daily Mail.
the Daily Mail.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes, they have a
What a rag.
scathing article about a Scottish schoolboy whose school has allowed the student to identify as a wolf. Teachers,
Well, I approve.
yes,
I do too.
Yeah,
I love wolves.
That's awesome.
teachers are said to be supporting the secondary, which is like our equivalent of high school,
Right.
student who apparently feels that he is affected by species dysphoria. And
Okay.
however,
well.
the Mail quotes clinical neuropsychologist Dr. Tommy McKay. And Dr. Tommy McKay says, there is no such condition in science as species dysphoria, he says. It's not surprising that
Oh.
we are seeing this in an age where many people want to identify as something other than they are. Now we have a council, that is the school board, which appears to accept at face value that a child identifies as a wolf, rather than being told to snap out of it and to get to grips with themselves, which would
And
be the
birds,
common sense
apparently.
approach. Anywho, I don't know. I think Dr. McKay should have a chat with our friends at Fur Science.
Right. This is not the same Dr. McKay from Stargate Atlantis. That was a good Dr. McKay. This one sounds like he's a jerk.
Yes,
I'm
definitely.
thinking that he is like not from the same Canadian family as our venerable Dr. McKay from
No,
Stargate
no.
Atlantis.
Well, this is,
I, for one, definitely totally support this individual that identifies as a wolf.
I do too.
Completely agree and support this. I want to go on record by saying this is 100% awesome, actually. And I love that this is happening and being apparently, for the most part, becoming a positive thought in this school. And this is just very, very cool. And I love this a lot.
Yeah,
oh, totally.
I do too.
Yeah, the school was
I
just
do
like,
too.
okay,
Like-
yeah, you're a wolf. Have at it.
Like First Science had said that the Therian thing is a real thing.
Yes.
You know, I can totally see it.
Yeah, and coincidentally, speaking of Fur Science,
Oh.
Okay.
Dr. Kathy Gerbasi talked with students at the University of Rochester, New York, about the intricacies of the furry community through a psychological lens. And and her talk covered a variety of topics in the furry fandom, the significant number of LGBTQ plus in the fandom, some usual rumor squashing and stigmatization, but also fun things like fursonas and many other positive aspects of the furry fandom.
Yeah, and well, we've had First Science on
Yes, yeah.
the show, and yeah, like I said, we talked about the whole Therian thing and a lot of the different aspects of being a furry, and there's no harm in it.
Yeah, no.
There should be no stigma in identifying as something other than what the normal people identify as.
I mean, we are all animals,
Right.
so
We are a few genes and chromosomes away from being our animal brethren in the world.
yeah.
So
But anyway, so the
who's to say you can't feel like a wolf?
yeah, exactly.
That's stupid. If you feel like a wolf, be a wolf.
Wolf, yeah. Howl at the moon.
Woo!
Ooh.
So, but the
You're a cheetah. You're supposed to chirp. Stop
Oh,
it.
chirp, chirp, chirp.
chirp, chirp.
The lecture did appear to be well received, although I kind of suspect the lecture they may have been preaching to the choir. Although, hopefully, there were a few non-furs there.
Yeah.
There are always a few that turn up, and
Yeah.
I hope that they're enlightened and
Yeah.
and learn something.
And if there are not those that turn up, at least there are some that radish.
They yes, hopefully they relished the talk.
Or rutabaga.
Let us stop all this nonsense right now before
Yeah, we're getting in
I
a pickle right
cabbage
now,
or
so let's
something.
let's quit.
Let's catch up to what's happening, okay? I don't have the time to curry this on anymore. I almost feel insulted by all this grapefruit.
That
I
is
think you're
sage
just peppering
advice.
it now.
That's sage advice, Taebyn. So
You're just peppering
let's
it
move
now.
on. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yes, let's move on because Taebyn is dying to know the potential surprise I have for him. Are
There
you
is
ready,
a potential
Taebyn?
surprise I see. What's happening?
So
What's exciting?
guess who is coming to Portland next August?
Who's
Taebyn.
coming?
No, I'm kidding.
Taebyn.
I am. No, I don't think I am.
No,
Who's
probably
coming to
not.
Portland next August?
Well, you will be coming to Portland next August because Weird Al Yankovic is coming to Portland.
Oh my cow.
I heard he was starting a tour. That's exciting.
He is.
Taebyn, we gotta go.
Where's he?
Oh my God.
Where's he playing?
Yeah, it's at McMiniman's in Edgefield.
Oh my God. Now, see, I remember about 10 years ago, the Oregon Zoo had concerts, and he actually was at the Oregon Zoo. And I got to see both of his concerts since I volunteered, and he's an excellent statistician, I guess you
Yes.
say, because he does a lot of interesting things. And
Yeah.
I almost now wish I can go.
Taebyn, you and I are going.
Yeah.
I guess
Block
we're
out
going.
your calendar.
Okay.
Block out your calendar
Nice.
because
It's
you know,
August. He's doing two shows. It's August 13th and 14th, 6:30 p.m.
14th.
And although this recording will be coming out not this week, the following week, a week removed, the tickets actually go on sale Friday, September 27th.
Ooh.
So I would
Nice.
get out.
I hear.
tomorrow.
I haven't.
Yes.
I hear he's his shows are like really good these days. I mean, they're always good, but
They've
I hear
always been
he's
good.
like at orchestras or something. I don't know. Okay, no, that's exciting news.
It
Thank
is.
you, TickTock.
You're welcome.
Yes,
I actually
thank
did
you,
not
TickTock.
know that. You told me something I did not know about Weird Al.
Yes.
That's
The
hard to
only
do.
one who's a bigger Weird Al fan than Taebyn is, or the only one who's as close to a big Weird Al fan as Taebyn is me. So
It's true.
yes,
Kind of got to go.
I'm not
Kinda gotta
bigger.
go.
I would say Taebyn is the bigger of the two of us as far as Weird Al fans, but
I've been
right
listening.
behind him.
My very first song that I heard of Weird Al was back in 1982 when he did Another One Bites, Another One Rides the Bus.
Another One Rides the Bus. Yes.
Yeah, that was the most awesome song ever.
I do that live at FurCons.
Yes, he does. It's one of your best songs.
So plug for me, if you see me at a con, I do one of the panels I do is a Taebyn Sings Weird Al. I change songs a little bit every now and then, but I often do Another One Rides the Bus and other things too. So come to my Taebyn Sings Weird Al at a con sometime.
So Taebyn, I'm looking, and it is Wednesday the 13th at 6:30 p.m. or Thursday, August 14th at 6:30. I'd have to check to see if it's a recording date for us or not.
Okay.
But we're definitely getting tickets. I'm going to do my best to get tickets for
Okay.
us.
Nice,
Okay.
nice. How exciting.
Yes.
I wag
Oh, he is wagging all over.
all over the
Listeners,
couch.
like the whole camera is shaking. He's
It's
wagging
the
everywhere.
wagging is just all over the
Oh my
place.
gosh. Yes.
It's wagging so much I feel an earthquake in Portland.
Yes.
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 So thank you, TikTok, for that. That's amazing.
You're welcome.
Yes. Yes.
And actually, that is the 14th is a Thursday. So,
Yes. That's what I say. If it's not one of our recording dates, then we might do it for that date.
yeah.
I don't think Barely would let both of us go at the same
Uh,
time if it was a recording date. So I'll have to check, see if it's a recording date for us or not.
It is.
It is.
Oh, okay. So we're going Wednesday, Taebyn.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'll make a note.
All right, what do we got next? We got Cheetaro. You have a movie review for us.
I do, as a matter of fact.
Yay!
It's a wonderful little movie, and
Hey,
you know,
all the movies you bring us are wonderful little movies.
well, I try to
You
find the best
are a
movies,
wonderful
you know.
little movie.
He's a wonderful
Oh,
little
thank
cheetah.
you. Sure. But this movie is about bears.
Ooh. Oh, and Barely's
And
not here. Darn
I
it.
know, isn't that? But you know, I mean, I talked about dogs when Taebyn wasn't here, so it's only fair to talk about bears when Barely isn't here, I guess, right?
Truth. That is true.
But this movie is called Boony Bears Back to Earth. It actually came out in 2022 in China,
Ooh.
but it was released in the United States in 2023. It's on
Okay.
Hulu right now, so if any fur wants to go out there and watch it, go to Hulu and watch this movie. But it's really interesting because I did not know this before, but Boonie Bears is extremely big in Asia and specifically in China. There are like several different series, a lot of different movies and stuff that they've done, and this one just kind of caught my eye because, in all honesty, it has to do with space and things of that nature. But it all happens on Earth, of course, so that makes it even more interesting. But the main character, his name is Bramble Bear, and he daydreams about being a superhero. And then all of a sudden, one day, this gigantic thing comes roaring out of the sky, and something falls on Bramble's head. And it turned out that it was some interesting space stuff. And so it was like he ends up getting supercharged, so to speak. And anyways, the movie is kind of cool because there's lots of different space things that occur. There's a cat that's in this really awesome spacesuit, and it's just kind of awesome to be able to see. So anyway, there's this one scene that was really awesome that happened. The bear Bramble and the cat Avi are traveling around the solar system, and you get to see all the different planets, and it's kind of cool. Well, you get to see a couple. You get to see Jupiter and Saturn, and then they land on the moon. And it's so funny because Bramble comes out in this very interesting spacesuit. I'm not going to wreck it for anybody, but it's just an interesting spacesuit.
Okay.
And so he's he flies off of this one mountain, and he goes and he puts his foot ironically right next to a foot of an astronaut's foot. And could we
Oh my
just
goodness.
imagine that that is like probably Neil Armstrong's foot? And he says,
Probably.
"One giant leap for bear kind." And it was rather fun. You know,
Nice.
the whole movie is rather interesting. It sort of gets fast paced towards the middle and end. Lots of excitement happens. There's some sad parts of the movie, and there's happy parts of the movie. There's parts that are laughter, and there's parts that just will like say, "Wow, that was amazing." So
Are there any parts of the movie
No,
where
there aren't any parts where there's Bambi.
there's? I was going to ask about Bambi, so there's no
I know you
Bambi.
were.
Okay,
I know you were.
you okay?
and Leonardo DiCaprio is not in this movie
Oh,
either.
thank goodness. God.
Are there any? Okay, but are there any parts in the movie where Mary Tyler Moore comes out and pets Tigger and says, "Who's a good boy?"
I would have to say no,
Oh, okay.
because there is no real people in this. It's all 100% animated.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
no. Well, I mean, Mary Tyler Moore is a giraffe, though. The one at the maybe you don't know because you're Oregon Zoo. That's the one at the San Diego Zoo. The giraffe is Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh,
So, but
yeah.
that doesn't
No.
happen either.
Mary
Okay.
Tyler Moore neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Unfortunately, she does not end up in this movie.
Oh.
It involves a couple of bears, a couple of monkeys, a cat,
They all walk into a bar.
and lots of different people because, of course, right?
A cat, a bear, and a cheetah walk into a bar.
And they ask, "Do you have any grapes?" No, I'm kidding.
and they say to the bartender, "Hey, what's up with all these animals in the bar?"
It's a zoomagerie.
It's a total zoomagerie.
Yeah. So I have to say I rate
So,
this movie.
I sorry, Cheetaro. I have to break
no,
in
you're
and
okay.
say, all you furs, we just broke Rayne.
No, he's done.
He's done.
We are off the rails officially.
Oh, it's such a good thing Barely's not here. Oh my cow.
Oh no,
Sorry,
he would
Barely.
never have allowed this.
Oh, and I would have gotten in so much trouble.
Oh yes.
I know that Barely never listens to things that he doesn't listen to this, so I can just say I know I would be in so much trouble, and it's a good
Yes.
thing he's not here. So because I don't want to get in trouble again.
No, you don't want to get in trouble again.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm rating this movie 4 chirps
Oh,
because
nice.
it's a really fun movie. As a matter of fact, because I found out all of these different Booney Bears things, we're gonna start watching some Booney Bears series. So that could be kind of fun.
Seriously? Ha.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Seriously.
really fun. Yeah, seriously, yes.
You have to say it just right, or else the bear doesn't come bonking you on the head. I have no
Right.
idea what that means
Right.
or
Little
why.
bunny foo-foo.
Like Bunny Foo bumping down the forest.
Maybe it's the bare necessities. So in terms of the movie, though, go out and see it first because it's an awesome movie, and it like I said, lots of funness. I would recommend it to everybody,
Excellent.
especially Taebyn.
Yay.
Okay, yay! No, I'll check it out. Let's see, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Bonnie Bear's back to Earth.
No,
Booney Bears.
Booney
Booney,
Bears.
Booney, I can see
like the hat.
Booney. Booney.
Booney Bears. Yes.
Booney. Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Hulu.
Who? I don't
David.
know who
Hulu.
knew. I don't know. I was noting that the last episode that I wasn't on was only 45 minutes, and here we are at an hour and a half, and we're not done yet.
Yes.
And
And I've
there's
got
a
upcoming events to read.
I know, and then I have my math to do, and so
Right.
I have barely doesn't. All you furs barely has gotten really stringent lately about not letting us get off the rails. So we're actually having a vacation right now.
Yes, I'm probably going to get in trouble for this when he finds out it's going to be over 2
Just
hours.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. He doesn't
All right,
need to
so
know.
let's get to upcoming events before Barely kills me.
And then we won't have any upcoming
And
events.
then we won't have any upcoming events. So, October 4th, 6th, the weekend that
Say
this
that. Wait. Say that
Yes.
again. What was that date?
October 4th through 6th. the
Okay, I
weekend
thought
that-
I thought all of a sudden we were talking about farm animals because you said October 4th through chicks.
God. Stop it. Oh my God. October 4th through 6th, the weekend that this episode drops, is Carolina Fun Fair 2024 in Hickory Metro Convention Center, Hickory, North Carolina.
Lina.
October 10th through 13th is Confurer 2024 in Barcelona, Guadalajara.
Okay, now we've broken
Jalisco,
Chitara.
Mexico. October 11th through 13th also.
No, we're not talking Thundercats, Chitara. Sorry, Rayne, keep going. I had to.
Oh my God. Is okay. October 11th through the 13th, 2024 is also Alamo City Furry Invasion, which is at the Marriott San Antonio Airport in San Antonio, Texas. My old stomping grounds.
Oh, I'm so
Then
sorry.
October 14th through 17th, 2024 is the biggest little FurCon. That is BLFC for those of you in the know at the Grand Sierra Resort and Casino in Reno, Nevada.
Nevada.
October 24th through 27th is Reference 2024, which is at the Roommate Bruno Hotel in Rotterdam, Netherlands.
There is a room there, mate.
Roommate, yes. Then we have Infernity, October 25th through 27th at the Fullen Hotel La Paula. What the hell?
Wow.
Le Pauland in Taichung City, Taiwan.
There's a lot of letters there that are hard
There
to like
are a
put
lot of
together.
letters hard to put together, yes.
Those are hard.
Then we have Furry Cruise 2024, October 26th through November 2nd, 2024, on the Norwegian Joy.
That
Party
gives me
from
joy. That
Thailand,
brings me
Miami,
joy.
Florida.
Oh, so you have to be 18 or over to go, apparently.
Yes, because it's a cruise ship.
And that
unless
too.
you have your parents with you, I guess.
Oh, okay. It's not just because DeSantis. It's just because it's a cruise ship. Okay.
But it is a cruise ship, so you would need to be accompanied by an adult if you're going.
What if Bambi were going with you? Would that be okay?
Yeah, probably okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Then we have reverse that. We have.
I want to hear that in reverse. Make sure to, like, when you do it, put it in reverse. Okay.
We have Furry Blacklight 2024, October 30th to November 3rd, 2024, at the Hilton Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport in Tremblay, en France.
La pâtisserie aime caresser les vaches et il y a aussi le fromage qu'il faut tomber à la poissine.
Oui.
No.
Then we have
No.
Fursuit Halloween Prague 2024, October 31st to November 3rd in Botel Albatross, Prague, Czech Republic. And then finally, we have Furpocalypse 2024, October 31st to November 4th, 2024 at the Hilton Stanford Hotel Executive Meetings Center. Boop, boop. And now we have some math from Taebyn. Taebyn,
Hi.
take it away.
I'm going to take it away and I will bring it back. So I don't know if any of you first. So back on season 2, episode 45, in the math section, I talk about the liar's paradox.
You did.
And it was fun and
was.
very cool. It was a lot of fun. And so I have a similar-ish logic puzzle type thing to talk about this on this week's episode. So if you want to hear me talk about liar's paradox, you first go back to season 2, episode 45 in the math section, and you can hear about that. So this is one. So, like big companies like Microsoft and everything, for interview questions, they will have like kind of mind-bendy, think outside the box questions for interview questions, just to see, not to see if it would make or break you, but just to see how you think, that type of thing. And this is actually a question that would definitely possibly be one of those types of things.
Is can would definitely.
What was the thing Woody Woodpecker. Yeah. I don't know what that has to do with it. Yes. So anyway, this is along those lines, and actually, it's actually pretty cool how it goes. So there are 5 men. We'll just say they're men. They could be women. They could be orangutans, whatever you want to. So I'll just say men, but you can just use that as a word for whatever you want to envision.
5 entities.
5 entities. 2 of them have red pens, and 3 of them have blue pens. Now, if an entity has a red pen, he will always give the correct answer to a question that you ask.
They will always give a correct answer.
They always do. But if an entity has a blue pen, they will always give an incorrect answers. So the entities line up in a row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they conceal their pens in their pockets. These entities are wearing pants, apparently, or something. The interviewee, so the person that's not one of the entities, is allowed to ask one question only to one of the 5 entities. The interviewee must figure out from this one question who is holding the red pens and who is holding the blue pens. So I'll just start this saying give it to you first to think for a second about what question does he ask. And in the end, we want to know from that question, how can we figure out who has which color pen? And I mean, I'm going to say, I'll tell you what the question he does ask and everything, but I'll just give
thank
you.
goodness. Because
Yes,
I'm
no,
trying to think of like a question.
yeah,
And
no. If
like my
you
mind is just going
if you
blank.
don't come up with anything, that's fine. I'm going to tell you. I'm just giving you a chance to think for a little bit about it.
What color are you holding?
But some will obscure the truth.
Exactly.
TickTock's onto something.
Yes, he is.
He is totally onto something. So, okay, so let me just continue from there and say how that like the setup goes is like the entities like if this were in a story environment, the interviewee asks that maybe, and the entities all laugh at him because that's not going to help out or anything.
Right.
But it turns out that the answer is the one question that the interviewee asks is who has which pen. So very along the lines of what TickTock was suggesting.
Okay.
Now, the answer, he asked the first entity who has which pen. Now, the first entity replies with saying red, blue, red, red, blue. And now from that, you can figure out, in theory, who actually has which pen. And I'll give you a few seconds to think about that. And I'll say that again, red, in order, like they're standing in a line, in order, red, blue, red, red, blue.
And does it matter if he asks the first person in the line or anyone in the line?
I can say it does not actually matter which one he asked.
Okay.
That's a good question, though, because you remember the lateral thinking puzzle stuff.
Right, right.
Which, by the way, I have to do again someday while they're thinking. I'll advertise for that.
True. All right. I'm stumped.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, he has to be lying because he said there's 3 reds and 2 blues.
Oh my cow, TickTock, you are the smartest dog on earth.
TickTock's programmy fur, though.
So then, what is the correct answer? Which of the entities are holding the red pen? They're in line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I guess the answer doesn't. His answer doesn't matter in terms of the order, right?
I mean, it does because each entity holds a particular pen. So they're all numbered. You could think of them as numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. So the first one.
And then I should specify then in that case, the first one, the answer to the question was red, blue, red, red, blue. So the first one had red. The second one had blue. Said blue.
Oh, I see. Okay, I thought it was just the one person. Okay, proceed.
But you haven't. I mean, you were so close to the answer.
We're gonna be in so much trouble.
I'm gonna give 3/4 points to TickTock because he is so close to being there. So exactly. So that's the key. That the entity responded with red, blue, red, red, blue, and TickTock correctly noticed that he responded with saying there's 3 pens that are red. But in actuality, there's only 2 pens that are red. That means that the entity was lying. So the entity had to have a blue pen, which means he was incorrect about everything he said. Since he said that the order was red, blue, red, red, blue, he was wrong about all 5 of those. So the actual order was blue, red, blue, blue, red. And that is an awesome, awesome puzzle. I was really excited when I saw that.
Very good.
Very cool. So good. So ding, ding, ding for TickTock for getting 3/4 of a point.
Yes. I mean, you sussed out what we missed.
Yeah. No, that was very cool. And all you furs, I haven't done a story for a long time, and this would have been a story week, but I came across this logic puzzle that I thought was just so cool. I had to talk. I asked Rayne.
Yes.
If he liked the liar's paradox thing, and he said yes.
I do, because that's the classic, 2 doors, one's lying, one's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Puzzle from the labyrinth.
Monty Hall problem. Yeah. So
or from the labyrinth, or from
Oh yeah.
Numerous.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
And Rayne said he liked that, and this was similar, and I thought it's cool. I'm just going to do it. So that's why I did it.
So I hope all you first like it.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's very, very cool. Very cool. And that's my math for the week.
Yay. And we'll do a story next time.
So I'll have a story next time. I promise all you first. Next time I'll get back to his story.
Okay. So that brings us to our shameless plugs. And for me, I'm plugging for myself and for Barely. So this is a double plug here.
Oh my.
So everybody's getting like,
Cheetaro, stop that look on your face. Don't.
yes,
Yeah,
stop,
don't.
Cheetaro.
I'm sorry. It's the way I look.
Quit being lewd.
It is. That Muzz always looks like that. That's true.
It
That's
looks a little lewd. Yes, yes. So there are 4, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 Injured Nerves Network podcasts for your listening, and in the case of 3 Do Who, viewing pleasure.
4.
They are Barely Furcasting featuring Taebyn, Off Leash, Royal Highness, and as mentioned, 3 Do Who, the monthly Doctor Who podcast about all things Doctor Who. This month's episode is all about the uncountable number of parodies throughout the years and some of our favorites.
Oh, that sounds fun. That's fun.
And next month we're covering my favorite, You Never Forget Your First Doctor.
Ooh, I know who that is.
Yes, the 4th Doctor, the absolutely brilliant Tom Baker.
Yes,
so
the best
it's going to
Doctor.
be
I
one
agree.
not to miss. Hopefully we will have a guest on as the 3rd in 3 Do Who, because Barely is again off at his undisclosed location.
Wow.
So yeah, tune in to see who we get. James is working very hard on getting us a 3rd person to be the 3rd in our 3 Do Who for this month.
Nice.
So
nice. Very exciting.
TickTock, what
good.
have you got?
Hey, get out the vote. Get out the vote. Yes.
Definitely.
Yep.
Cheetaro, what about you?
Well, I will be at BLFC. So if any of you first see me, please come and say hello and give me big hugs, because hopefully if everything goes well, I will actually have my cheetah head done for BLFC.
Yay.
Nice. Very exciting.
For every fur that doesn't know, Cheetaro is almost as good a hugger as Taebyn.
The keyword is almost.
Almost.
Taebyn really has the hugs on lockdown.
Any fur that, if you listened long ago when we had Fiber Kitty on the show as a guest, Fiber Kitty said, I am the best hugger. So
Yeah.
And Fiber Kitty knows his hugs.
Yeah, Fiber Kitty is awesome at the hug judgment.
Yeah, I can definitely say Taebyn has really good hugs, for sure.
But Cheetaro has really good hugs too. So go give Cheetaro a hug.
Yes, give me hugs. Also, I know it's been talked about earlier, but Get Out the Float is in February of 2025 in Seaside.
Yes.
Go to website and register. So, because we really want to have a lot more bouncy fun, and I know Bathnetia would love to have more than 300 people at Get Out the Float this year.
And
so,
that's actually good.
For that.
So you mentioned the bouncy, and I meant to say that before. Sorry. So all you furs that are like inflatable furs and everything, and like are into and love the inflatables, this is a huge squeaky event. Like last year or this year had Get Out the Float, there were so many squeakies. There was like this huge Godzilla, and just there's so many squeakies.
And
it was
there
unbelievable.
are so many bouncy castles too. Bath
There were
really
like
brings in the bouncy castles. It's different every year. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Please come and have
it's a lot of fun. It's very cool.
Really good time. Yeah. It's a very fun con.
And this year, of course, will actually be even more special because of some of the extra added features that will be in the bouncy area for some of the fursuit games.
True.
Aha.
And this is apparently something I'm going to have to know about because I'm running the fursuit games.
Yes.
So all you furs, I don't know what this is yet, but come to Get Off the Float and find out what I find out about the fursuit games.
Hopefully Taebyn will find out before you do, but there's every possibility that Taebyn will find out at the same time that you do.
There is. So we'll see anyway. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. It's very good. It's a great time. And our registrations are already up by like 75% from last year at this time. Ooh. Like we're actually doing really good so far. So all you furs, come join the fun.
Yes. We're over 30 people so far, and at this time last year we were 9.
We were 9,
Prevent Bathnetia from having a heart attack early.
Yes.
Because
Bathnetia is the con chair, in case all you furs don't know.
He worked so hard on this, and he really deserves to have good news.
Yes.
Okay, so that was all of us except for Taebyn. Taebyn, do you have any shameless plugs?
I do. I think this entire episode have been
a
shameless plug for Taebyn, basically.
Yes.
But I'll do more and say, so I have a link tree. It's linkr.ee/Taebyn, Taebyn. So you can go there and get a link to all my things. which would be, so I have a merch shop, Fourth Wall.
He does.
So I have lots of fun, cool stuff there. Well, a few fun stuff. I am going to have more stuff. I keep talking about it, and I am going to have more stuff. But right now, there's just like a t-shirt, coffee mug sticker. There's a link to my YouTube channel. Lots of cool, awesome, I think, fun stuff there. You can learn how to make ice and cooking with Taebyn. There's VR stuff. There's one VR right now, but
will be more.
There will be more. There's dancing, there's cooking, there's story time. There's all kinds of fun stuff on my YouTube, so check that out. There's a link to my Twitter, to my Blue Sky, and all that good stuff. And let's see what else. I'll be at A&W. My next con is Anther Northwest. A&W in January. I'll be doing story time with Taebyn. I'll be doing
mine as well. I will be there with him.
I think him. I think Cheetaro and TickTock, you'll be there too, won't you?
Yeah, I believe they will.
I'm not sure I'll be able to make it, but we have to look at some things to see if that's possible.
No.
Yeah,
this will be my first A&W without you if you don't make it.
Yeah,
that's true. Well, finances,
True.
Unfortunately.
True.
So a bunch of us will be there. And I'll be doing, as I said, story time with Taebyn. Taebyn sings Weird Al. I'll be hosting the film festival. I'll be running all around doing lots of things. So come join the fun at A&W. And those are my shameless plugs. Besides being this entire episode being my shameless
your
plug.
entire shameless plug. Okay. Well, dear listeners, we have done it again.
We have done so much more to you. If you are listening,
so much more than another episode. But we have another episode of BFFT in the books. Podcasting is a passion for us, and it's not cheap. So if you would like to help out, please consider supporting us with a subscription on Buzzsprout or a donation on Ko-Fi. Links are in the Buzzsprout page. You don't have to donate, but if you do, we would greatly appreciate it. A special shout out to our resident meme Weasel and my loving fiance Ziggy. I love you, baby.
Ooh.
With that said, my fine and friendly furs, be kind to yourselves and each other. Moo bark fluff. TickTock, any final words?
Stay fluffy. Have fun.
Okay.
I love it. I like it.
Cheetaro, what parting words of wisdom have you for our listeners?
Well, I want to say that I hope everybody out there enjoys themselves. And I have a rule that everybody needs to make everybody laugh at least once every day. And I hope that kind of solved that problem this time. And since we got you people to laugh, let's pay it forward and make other people laugh too. So that's important.
Like it.
The world will be a better place if everybody was laughing.
It would be. Okay, Taebyn, you have the con. Take us out.
I have the con. Well, thank you, all you furs. This has been quite an episode. We have done a lot. If you're still listening, you are amazing. Make sure to write us in and say that you listened to this whole episode, which is probably going to be about our longest one. Thank you, Barely, for not being here so that we could actually do this.
An hour 45 so far.
And it's so far. And then I've still got my sign out to go, so we'll be at 2.5 hours pretty much by we're done. So if you are listening, I'm going to say cheese and frunk. And if you write in to the BFFT channel or do a message on the website or send with the word cheese and frunk, that'll prove that you've been to the end, and then we'll give you something, because that means like a lot that you actually listen to this whole thing.
Taebyn will give you a hug at the next con you're at.
I will definitely at least give you, maybe I'll give you some free stickers or something. I don't know.
Oh, true. Yeah, you got stickers.
I do. Free something. Ooh, maybe I'll get, I have an idea, but maybe I might give you, if you do it, you'll get something that is very rare, actually. I have some rare things. I literally have some rare things that not every fur get, like hardly any fur get. So if you...
I have one of those rare things.
You do. If you do this, you will get a extremely rare thing. I'm not kidding. You first think I'm kidding, but no, I'm not kidding. This is
it is very rare.
Very rare. There are literally only 100 of these out in the universe. So
yes.
Anyway, but that's how much it means to us that you would actually be listening until now on the show. So that's very, very wonderful. I'll probably make you actually say something about, okay, did you listen to the whole episode? Well, what happened when? So make sure you do actually listen to the whole episode.
Yeah,
anyway.
Because he doesn't want cheaters.
Don't want cheaters. I know what you're thinking, Cheetaro. I know how your mind works.
Not cheetahs, cheaters.
I
He doesn't want
remember Get
cheaters.
Out the Float this
Cheetahs
year
we
when that
want.
was like your absolute favorite joke to say the whole time. I remember that. Anyway, thank you all you furs. This actually means a whole lot to us. We love doing this we like doing it for ourselves, but especially for you. We really want to enrich the fandom, help other furs be happy. We're all one really big family out here, and we love doing our part to help be a part of your lives, and that just means so much to us. So thank you very much. We love you so much. We hug you tight with pawsies. Until next time, I say moo bark fluff, stay furry, bark bark.
Barely Furcasting is an Injured Nerves studio production and is found on all major podcast platforms or can be heard directly at barelyfurcasting.com. The opinions expressed here are those of the hosts and the guests, and no commercial compensation was granted. The Furcast is produced, recorded, and directed by Barely Normal, aka Mike Began, and is edited by Barely Normal and co-producer Rayne Raccoon. This week's episode was produced, recorded, and edited by Rayne Raccoon. Opening and closing theme music as well as some interstitial music was created for Injured Nerves Productions for the use on the podcast by our music associate Regday with Damian Tanuki. If you would like to hear more music by Regday, you can search for Tweezer Beak on Bandcamp or Hoop Loop Tunes on SoundCloud. Other interstitial and background music by Shane Ivers through silvermansound.com, Gator Tots on SoundCloud.com, and the YouTube Free Use Library. Social media presence is maintained by Ziggy the Meme Weasel. You can send us a message via email at barelyfurcasting@gmail.com or on our Telegram chat at BFFT chat, on Twitter, on our Facebook page, or on the barelyfurcasting.com webpage. The show is supported through subscriptions on barelyfurcasting.com, donations at coffee.com/barelyfurcasting, or through Patreon at patreon.com/barelyfurcasting. Thanks for listening. We hope you come back and listen next week.